I'm about to tell you something that sounds absolutely insane. After 5 years of grinding at the gym 4 to 5 times per week, doing everything the fitness industry told me to do, I quit. Completely. No more weights, no more cardio machines, no more protein shakes in the locker room. I replaced all of it with something so simple it felt like cheating. Walking. Just walking. And in the next 90 days, I lost more belly fat than I had in the previous 2 years of hardcore gym training combined. Now, before you think I've lost my mind, let me explain exactly what happened and why this counterintuitive approach worked better than anything I'd ever tried. Because the truth is, the gym wasn't helping me lose belly fat. It was actually preventing it. And once I understood why, everything changed. For 5 years, I was that guy at the gym. You know the type. Never missed a workout. Hit legs on Monday, chest on Tuesday, back on Wednesday. I knew every piece of equipment. I had my pre-workout routine down to a science. I was dedicated, consistent, doing everything right according to every fitness influencer on the internet. But here's the problem. My belly fat wasn't going anywhere. I was sitting at around 22% body fat. My arms looked decent. My shoulders had some definition. But my midsection? Soft. That stubborn layer of fat that hung over my belt refused to budge no matter what I did. And I tried everything. More cardio, different rep ranges, supersets, drop sets. I even tried those stupid ab circuits that left me sore for days. Nothing worked. The worst part was the time commitment. Between getting to the gym, working out, showering, and getting home, I was spending 2 hours per session. That's 10 hours a week minimum. And for what? Minimal fat loss. Sure, I was maintaining muscle, but the belly fat that I actually cared about, still there, mocking me every time I looked in the mirror. Then something happened that changed everything. I injured my lower back doing deadlifts. Nothing serious, but enough that my doctor told me to take a break from heavy lifting for at least 6 weeks. At first, I was devastated. I thought I'd lose all my progress. But then I had a realization. What if I just used this time to focus purely on fat loss? No lifting, just walking and eating in a calorie deficit. It sounded too simple, almost lazy, but I figured I had nothing to lose. So I committed to an experiment. For the next 90 days, no gym, just walking. Minimum 10,000 steps per day. Every single day. No exceptions. I'd keep eating the same calories I was eating before, maybe even slightly less now that I wasn't working out as hard. And I'd see what happened. The first week was weird. Really weird. My entire identity had been wrapped up in being a gym guy. And now I was just walking around my neighborhood like some retired person. I felt guilty, like I was being lazy, like I should be doing something harder, something more intense. But I stuck with it because I'd committed to 90 days. I started tracking my steps obsessively. 10,000 steps is roughly 5 miles, and it takes about 90 minutes to 2 hours depending on your pace. I couldn't just block out 2 hours to walk, so I had to get creative. I'd walk in the morning before work, take a long walk during lunch, walk after dinner, park far away from stores, take stairs instead of elevators. All those little movements started adding up fast. By day 3, I noticed something interesting. I had way more energy than when I was going to the gym. I wasn't constantly sore. I wasn't dragging through my afternoons needing a nap. And here's the big one. I wasn't nearly as hungry. When I was lifting heavy and doing cardio at the gym, I was constantly starving. I'd finish a workout and immediately want to eat everything. But walking? My appetite stayed normal, controlled. It was way easier to stick to my calorie deficit. By the end of week 1, I'd walked 70,000 steps total. That's about 35 miles. And I'd burned an estimated 2,400 to 3,000 calories just from walking. That's almost an entire day's worth of food for me. And here's the crazy part. It didn't feel hard. It didn't feel like exercise. It just felt like living. Week 2 is when I started seeing real changes. I weighed myself like I do every Monday morning, down 3.1 pounds. Now, some of that was probably water weight since I wasn't lifting heavy anymore. But my waist measurement had dropped by ½ inch. That's real fat loss. In just 2 weeks, doing less intense exercise than I'd been doing for years. I started paying attention to how I felt throughout the day. My stress levels were way down. Walking, especially outside in the sun, became this meditative practice. No headphones, no podcasts, just walking and thinking. After years of treating the gym like a battlefield I had to conquer, this was peaceful, enjoyable. Something I act to everyone who has been with me from the beginning, watching story after story, supporting this channel with your views, like, comment, and shares. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You are the reason I keep bringing these stories for life. Your loyalty means everything to me, and they see you. I'll appreciate every single one of you who come back week after week, story after story. You are not just subscribers, you are family. Please subscribe.